As we gather here at this Mass, we ask the Lord's full blessing upon us, of course, the feast of John Bosco. In my hand is a relic, a first-class relic on loan of St. John Bosco. And, of course, a saint of the 19th century, extraordinary in his support and his establishment of Catholic schools in Italy and eventually throughout the world. And he worked with the poor and the disadvantaged youth, and he was a father figure, a spiritual father figure in the best sense of the word, bringing the gospel message to others, bringing the gospel message in Jesus' compassion and way of life to the children of his day. Of course, the society continues, the Salesians to this day, perhaps the second largest congregation of religious men in the world. The work continues. Well, John Bosco, as a child, lost his father at the age of 2. John Bosco, he had visions in life. And the visions came from God to give him a boost. The first reading, we speak about running the race. The gospel, there is the presentation of the boat, of Jesus on the boat. Well, among the visions of John Bosco was the being on a boat, seeing the vision of the church represented by a ship. And, of course, the two markers for the channel to enter the gates of heaven were represented by a very large column, on top of it the Eucharist, the real presence of Christ. And we know that Jesus is literally, completely in the Eucharist. And then another column, the Blessed Virgin Mary. See, the point of that vision, that dream, was to beckon us to have these road markers to help us in our voyage, in our race, our journey in life, in order to go home successfully and to enter into heaven. John Bosco, in losing his dad at a young age, well, he learned to take the negative of that and to help others struggling who lost both parents, especially those street boys, and beginning a congregation to help out those in later years when he became ordained as a Catholic priest. So when things affect us in our lives, whatever it may be, including illness, to be able to take those and offer them up to God, do the best that we can with what we have. When we run the race until the last breath we take, give God our best. Use the time we have. The clock of the TV Mass continues to tick, and it has a beginning and it has an end. And if a certain road mark on the Mass just will stop because the TV has to continue on to other programs. So too life. Life continues every day, every moment. Make the best of the time of what we have. Give God praise and invoke the angels and saints who lived life, who made the best of difficult situations in their own personal life. And above all, they helped others who were in similar, worse, or the same situations to make their lives better. John Bosco did his part. It's our time to do the best that we can with what we have.